Here's another project. This is a Israeli K98k. Basically a German K98k that was later acquired by Israel and converted to 7.62 NATO 308, and this is in very rough shape here. Pitting along the barrel, even back into the receiver right here where it meets the wood line. I can't see how bad it is yet because on the bottom here, rear action screw is not present, but the front one, that's all messed up. Looks like somebody tried to use a broken screw extractor, broke that off in there. So first order of business is to get that out so I can pull it out of the stock and inspect the action. See, we have another issue, a crack right here in the wood. Kind of an odd spot for a crack, so I'm kind of almost thinking that that screw was stuck. Somebody tried to get a pry bar up in there and pry it off somehow. Not thinking, you know, that's a thin area of the stock, it's just going to split the stock. So I'll have to take care of that too. But as far as the screw goes, this is what we have right here, a Croyle. This is what I've seen. It's the best penetrating oil on the market. Just squirt a little bit in there. I'm going to apply this probably a couple times over the next few hours while I figure out just the best way of taking that screw out. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to get out the Dremel and cut a new slot in there, something wide, so I can get a big screwdriver on there and probably a wrench on the screwdriver shaft too. Just hopefully break it loose. If that doesn't work, it's probably a matter of removing the screw head, and probably will have to sacrifice the bottom metal to do that. So overall, not as bad as I thought. There's some pitting right there where the step of the barrel is, down to right around where the front band is. Nothing too deep. Let's say that's the deepest part right there. But I was expecting much worse. This is more pitting here, but this is the band that wraps around the barrel for the rear sight base. So it's not the barrel itself. this chamber area, it's again not too bad, not as bad as I thought. There's one deep pit right in the middle there, and then the receiver itself, again some pitting, but when you have a screw stuck like this that just is not budging at all, I expected much worse. I originally started with a center drill, didn't really do too much, and then moved to a carbide or a cobalt that didn't do anything at all, and then the carbide that chewed through it. So that's what I needed. Tried my best not to bend this, but I think I did a little bit. This little screw here got me some leverage to help push it out, because before that I could really only pull on the trigger guard itself, and that'll bend right back. But some deep hitting on there, nothing too bad. You know, this being a non-structural part, I'll be able to save it. Just bend it just a little bit, or not even bend it, just have the screws do the clamping. I was really out of options as far as removing this. It looked like it was stuck more than it was, so I just hammered it, gave it a good bend right there, and that pushed it out. So I'll have to bend that back, but this is really nasty. But hey, I think I might just be able to shoot it. Got to chamber cast it and check the bore diameter. Bore diameter looks to be quite a bit larger than 308. This is pretty heavily worn down. But hey, got it apart.